Hello and welcome back to the channel again, the Crazy Courier, as I am at times. Ooh. You don't often get a bin lady like that, do you? I'm not being sexist. The bin men I get are all miserable buggers they are. So I won't mind emptying my bin for me. Anyway, I bet she's probably better at it than most men are. But no, fair play to her. So anyway, I got distracted then. I'm going to do this over 2 days. So this is day 1. And today I have a job from out near a little place, just outside a little place called Gordon, and it's going up near Sheffield, between Rotherham and Sheffield. So I'm not going to reveal any more than that. I don't really want to give too much information on what I'm doing. It's only a pallet, quite a light pallet to be fair. It's all strapped up and secure. That's what you've got to do. And yeah, it's thing I was sort of hearing out of a place at collection within 5 minutes really. It was quite quiet, which is what you want. So I hope you all have had a good weekend. No, you're not going to fucking move, are you? No, of course not. I've had a lazy weekend. Well, that had been someone's bitch. Can you take me here? Can you take me there? Can you do this? So, yeah. Keeps her happy anyway. Keeps me in the good books. Nothing worse than being in the bad books with the other half, is it? I get henpecked enough, I do. So, I'm in the Bilingo today. The Luton curtains I was going in tomorrow to Mercedes. I had a message come up on Friday last week saying Breakware, visit garage. Now it has had its brakes checked, and I've had a quick look at the rear brake pads and disc. The discs look alright to be fair, but the pads I just can't quite see. I think they're okay. I think it's some sort of sensor, if I'm brutally honest with you. I don't think it's the pads are worn down at all. But it's best to get it in there. If the pads are on the way out, then let's get them replaced before I start causing damage to the disc. Is my philosophy. So yeah, so it's going in there to have that, and I'm going to give it a diff surface because I don't know when the last time the diff was serviced. So let's get that. I'm really paranoid about, especially on vehicles of that size. I'm extremely paranoid when it comes to the diff, because if that goes, don't really want to be spending money on a gearbox. I don't really want a huge bill, so let's keep that in good order. It's got another 7,000 before it needs the engine service, so I was wanting to take it. There's a place down the road from where I live, about 5 minutes away, and he actually does, well, that's all he does is sprinters. He works on. I tried to call him on Friday morning 2 or 3 times, couldn't get hold of him, so when I got back after my last delivery on Friday afternoon about 2 o'clock, I tootled down there and his bloody gates were shut. I couldn't piss and believe it. And on Google it said he was open till 6. Well, I know we shouldn't really trust Google, but yeah. Never mind. Yeah, he seems to be a tricky person to get hold of. So for this time I will bite the bullet and take it back to Mercedes in Coventry, Midland Trucks and Vans. They actually did the previous work on it, so I can't knock them a bit. Well, I can't knock them at all. They're actually very good, and they will work. If I say to them, look, you know, I need it back for tomorrow, they will work through the night. Yes, they'll probably charge me a bit more, but I think they've got a 24-hour workshop or something, so that's what they did when they fitted the turbo. They worked through the night, you see, to get it done. So they had the parts on the shelf and whatnot, so. But yeah, they're very good. Obviously you're paying for the privilege of getting it done through a Mercedes. But hey, look, I've got 2 years warranty on them parts, you see. Obviously I won't have 2 years warranty on the old brake pads and whatnot, but probably only have about 6 months warranty. But yeah, you have got warranty on the big parts, on the major ones. So I'm not too fussed over what they throw over paying a little bit more for a bit of quality workmanship, and I don't know what this other geezer or this other company down the road from me are like. I mean, you know, people say on Google review is really good, but it could have been his fucking mum and dad and brother and fucking sister or grandchildren or whatever, relatives leave the reviews, not actually proper customers. So I'm not I have been told he's good, but from my other mechanic who works on the Billingo and the car, so, but hey, if he's not going to fucking answer his phone, well, you're sort of lost out a bit, like. So anyway, so we will it doesn't bode well if he finishes at 2 o'clock on a bloody Friday, does it? I mean, it could be a valid reason, like, you know, that he had an appointment or, but yeah. Anyhow, we'll see. I will pop down at some point in the near future, but yeah, so that's going in tomorrow. So we're in with Billingo probably for most of this week, and we'll see how we fare out. So I'm going to leave the video at that. I'll check in with you all later at some point, and I'll tell you how my day is progressing. Well, that delivery up to Sheffield went well. Got a very smart place, got tipped off extremely quick, but to be fair, that's the beauty of being in a small van. So yeah, got that tipped off, and then I went milk hunting. Yes, because the 2 garages I first went to this morning had no milk at all. Well, one of them did, but it only had the green bottle, you know, the water shit. The white water, I called it. I like to have the whole milk, because I like to, I always bring grub, plenty of grub with me. I always like to have a bowl of cereal in the morning. So this morning I've got me Wheatie Bits, and but yeah, the only milk I could find from the nearest petrol station to where I've delivered is that big beast. Christ, I hope my other half hasn't gone and bought any milk. She will not be impressed with me coming back with that as well. So yeah, but hey, you've got to have some milk on your old Wheatie Bits, haven't you? So I've got another job that's going to well, I can't pick up for another hour, and it's going over to the Welsh borders, so it's getting me closer to home, but yeah, it's not a very prolific area on the old courier exchange, so we might have to drop and then turn and burn back to somewhere a little bit more prolific. But yeah, while I'm got a bit of time to wait until I can go and collect it, I'll eat my Wheatie Bits. Anyway, I'll check in with you all later if I get 5 minutes. Hello, boys and girls. I'm back. On my way to delivery after my second collection. I've just got onto the A50 heading west, so yeah, collection was a absolute doddle. Lovely guys there who sorted me out with goods on board, just one pallet. I've actually got this price of this job for well, I'm actually really surprised. Got more money on it than what the mileage is. You don't always get lucky like that, do you? But yes, I've definitely got very lucky. And I've actually had to go back through while I was waiting to go and get it collected to make sure that I did it, you know, that the mileage was as it was on the docket. But yeah, I don't think I've scrambled that far back really, so I gave up and thought let's go and get to collection without being late. So I always like to be early. The earlier the better, but you don't want to be too early. You know, I've had 1 or 2 drivers turn to my own customers and turned up a bloody hour early, and you know, my customers are grinned and, you know, he said, look, can you wait 10-15 minutes, so while we rush about, but then I'm getting the bollocking on the phone half an hour later once the driver's cleared off with the goods. So I always say, look, 10-15 minutes early is fine, and that's for myself to go and get to collection, or, you know, as well as telling a driver who's doing a job for myself to get there 10-15 minutes earlier. But yeah, I have had a couple of bollockings from my customers saying, make sure they don't turn up an hour earlier, make sure it don't happen again. You know, yeah, customers, drivers want to get going earlier and give them half a chance of getting something else, but I understand that. But at the end of the day, as someone who's got to sort of contend with the customer, you know, don't. But if I say, look, 9 o'clock collection, don't get there at fucking 8 o'clock. Don't get there at sort of, you know, 8:15 or 8:30. You know. Walk tonight, yeah. A chance you'll up then, but you can take it a piss a bit if you go and try and expect it to be ready. So I don't always do that when I'm doing jobs for, you know, off the CX for others. I get there 10-15 minutes early, but I won't get there any earlier than that. But yeah, just one pallet on board. Nice and easy. It's all going too well this morning, if I'm completely honest with you all. I'm waiting for something bad to happen. For Monday morning, it either goes okay or it goes bloody shitty like that. You got all this mucking about to contend with. But if anything, I've got the complete opposite today. So, but then saying that, it's you know, this week was actually meant to be one of our European weeks where I would go and collect, well, be, you know, from either one or two, potentially, or even, we've had 4 locations once, but normally it's 1 to like 3 locations. But yeah, there was only one that was willing to go, and our Italian customers didn't want to pay for that, just that, from that one location, so they obviously didn't meet the quota. But they did, you know, them up in Yorkshire, who are my customers anyway, they did ask me if I would give them a price like, but they obviously, it was a bit too expensive just for, well, possibly for their client, you see, so you have to just take it as it comes. And but yeah, it is a shame because it's that sort of 3 days worth of turnover after expenses, which makes the week so much easier. I know Mondays are a bit like more hard work, a lot of driving, a lot of mucking about, a lot of getting things ready to make it easier for Trevor. I know that can be a bit, you know, but the bigger picture is it takes the pressure off trying to hit your target. But yeah, so we aren't now going till the end of the month, which is a bit of a pooper, but so I'm trying not to swear too much. Might be kiddie winks watching it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But we have got our other UK customers that are involved in this European job. I've mentioned about collections from them going down to the southwest, which we did a lot of it back in August. But if anything, I'm not actually a million miles away from them, as well as my other customers who are next door. But well, I'm taking this delivery too. But yeah, so we'll wait and see what comes up. This is the thing with this job. You think you go like you go have a short week. Yeah, I'm back to swearing again. You think you go have a short week, and then suddenly you just get a customer pop up out of nowhere going, "Oh, can we have a delivery to blah blah blah?" And it's a mega earning job line, but it's not mega, Christ. It's not like I'm sort of, you know, charging them 100,000 take it somewhere like Exeter. Of course, that would be everyone would be doing it then, wouldn't they? But yeah, people think that, you know, I've spoken to 1 or 2 people, and they go, "Oh, I bet you make a killing." I fucking fall around laughing, I do. "Oh, I make a killing? Who do you think I am? Donald Trump or Richard Branson? No, I do not." And that's the only, my customers in Italy are a bit like, well, a bit tight, so let's put it like that, always moaning about the price of that specific job. I think they think we fill these vans up with fairy dust. I'm almost certain they've got that ideology. But anyway, so we're off to the Welsh borders. Nice drive up together, so fingers crossed it all goes swimmingly well. And yeah, I might check in with you either later on or tomorrow. Hope you're having a good day. I've got to take this girl to the Mercedes garage. And there's the reason. You can see that she's also going to have a diff service. I'll get my words out. So, because I just don't know whether it has ever had a service on this. So, yes. So on this grim, grubby morning, I better get on my way. Catch up with you a bit. Well, we're not far now from Midland Trucks and Vans, Mercedes. So if you're a big Mercedes fan, go on then, you bugger. This is the place to go to. We ain't just got Sprinters there, we've got Vitos. They had in the showroom, they had the Vitos as well as the Citans, however way you pronounce them. I think they're trying to push the old electric vans. Because everyone we got in the showrooms an electric one last time I went. But yeah, there's always plenty of Sprinters in the old car park. Lutons as well as long wheelbase and box van, panel vans. So yeah, this is where I get a little bit twitchy, like, you know. Bring it here. Because obviously you're paying for the privilege of sending it to a dealership. So my arsehole today is going to be like a rabbit's nose, twitching away. Like a cat on tin roof. They will email me. She says we'll email you at lunchtime to tell you what's what and so we'll have to pray to the gods above that these buggers don't skin me alive. Because you can go bankrupt with these buggers about. But there they all are. Bloody hell. They've got some in today. Flatbeds. People, mobiles, whatever they are. Come on then. Get moving. Christ. Bloody traffic round here this morning's terrible. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I got a bit of a cough this morning. I've caught the lurgy from the Germanites. Flaming out. How am I going to get parts? Is there any spots up? Yes. I might have to back it up though, which I will do. But yeah, they always have plenty of vehicles here. I'll give them that. She did say to me on Friday that they were busy. Bloody hell, I've got some new ones here as well. And we've got some old girls. What's this one? The menu parts. parcel force. Yeah, they've got some vehicles here. Oh, it's impressive, to be fair. I mean, like I say, they did a good turn for me, and they fitted the old turbo and whatnot. Bloody hell. Got that in like a pro. I don't mind saying myself. Some chassis vans there. Ready to have a look and curtain side on them. But yeah, if I was to buy a brand new one, I would definitely come here. Right, I don't think it's any further than that. If I want to park it in the old edge. But yeah, I'll just give you a quick span round. As you can see, there's plenty of them here. I've got to head down to that building there. Right, I'll catch up with you all later. So you find me in Cambridgeshire. It is Tuesday lunchtime. I've sat here now for about a good hour. See if I can get something going back towards home. But yeah, I'm just the other side of Cambridge. Got a job from about 20 minutes away from where I live. With a courier company, I've done quite a few jobs for in the past, actually. They're a really good bunch. I did a job from last week as well. But yeah, so I got the old Luton curtain side dropped off at Mercedes Midland Trucks and Vans. Chucked the key at the young girl on the desk, which I don't think she was I don't think she was in the best of moods this morning. Well, I didn't literally chuck it at her, I just, you know, handed her the key sort of thing. So I basically went back home. I think I had to sort of wait about an hour. It was really quiet on the exchange this morning. Very quiet. Typical. There's always a few Luton jobs. There's always. I tell you what, when you can't use one vehicle but you can use the other, the vehicle you can't use, there's always more jobs than the vehicle that you're going to be using that day. It is always the case. It's bloody winds you up, don't it? Gets right up my bloody goat, it does. But never mind. But yeah, I managed to get this job over to the other side of Cambridgeshire. I have got to be back before 4 o'clock down to Lutterworth to pick up for our good friend James at Freddie Fletcher Limited. We all love James, don't we? Such a great guy he is, and he ain't one of the best shippers on the sea. He is the best. So he's always there giving me good advice and helping me out. So yeah. Anyway, so anyhow, I'll give it another 10 minutes, and if nothing pops up, I'm going to get on my merry way. I could sit here for God knows how long. There's only one job locally, and that's about a 50-minute bloody journey. I'm going down to the southwest, so we don't really want that. But yeah, I'll give it another 10 minutes. I'll have my tuna mayo baguette. I ain't bought no cereal today, no Weetabix. So yeah, purely because I forgot. I've got that much bloody milk. The bloody missus went crackers at me yesterday. What you got all that milk for? It'll be out of date before we use it all up. So yeah. Anyhow, I'll check in with you possibly later. For an hour and 45 minutes for a little jog back towards where we've got to collect this afternoon, and there was absolutely zilch. So I can't be sitting there much longer. It's just yeah, just not right. But it's a lovely part of the world down there. That part of Cambridgeshire. I was out that way last week, weren't I? So Whittlesey, I don't know how you pronounce it. Cambridgeshire anyway. But yeah, it was a lovely part of the world, but bloody hell, the roads round there, Christ almighty. Got a wet face, I did. I was driving along and I thought, oh, I need a bottle of water. So I reached over at my cup holder and got my bottle of water and just about to have a swig, and the bleeding van went like down on the near side, and I sort of bounced about, and yeah, I got half a bottle of water up my side of my left hand side of my face. So some bugger wants to go and sort out the bloody roads round there. Well, when I drove a bit further, another sort of like 50 yards further up the road, it was exactly the same there. Like, you know, subsidence on one side, nearest to like the verge. Yeah, I got wet in the process. But I know the roads round in the UK are shite, aren't they? Absolutely shit. So I've got early morning delivery tomorrow morning down to Bournemouth. So we'll get that done. I'll leave at the crack of dawn. And then I'll be like a zombie all day. I'm not really a morning person, really. I am a bit, and I ain't. That's about the best way to describe it. It sort of depends what mood I'm in. Like this morning, I was up and, you know, fired up, like, you know, I'm going in the, I always get excited going in the but yeah, some days like it takes a real, like a steam train to come in through my bedroom to try and wake me up. But I'll be up in the morning. I won't sleep much tonight, so I'll have it on my mind, like, you know. But I'll be up in the morning, and hopefully, sorry. And hopefully I'll, you know, get something back from down the south coast. I don't think I've ever done a delivery down that way to Bournemouth. Been to Bridport. I don't think I've ever been Bournemouth. Been to Southampton, Portsmouth in the past, but yeah. I think that's one place that's always evaded me. I mean, it's not really, let's face it, in the courier world, it's not really a location where everyone's going to get excited about, is it? It's not very prolific. I mean, you might have half a chance on a Friday at 9-10 o'clock in the morning, you know, but you wouldn't have much of a chance on between sort of the days of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Christ, they're the hardest days at the moment. Well, in my opinion, anyway. but yeah, it is not a very fruitful area. So, but luckily I've been paid, not been paid it yet, but being paid quite well. So yes, but apart from that, the last 2 days have been a bit sort of mixed really. We had a very good day yesterday, and then today's been, yeah, today's been okay, yeah, not too bad actually, yeah. Been quite nice days. That's about relaxing days. That's how I can describe it. I still haven't heard nothing from Mercedes yet. I bet they're trying to find every bloody problem going. I hope the length of their time getting in touch with me isn't as long as it. Well, let's just hope the invoice isn't as long as the time they're taking to get back in contact with me and with what the potential issue, what the issues are with it. So, yeah. Otherwise, I will be in for a stinker. I did say earlier this morning I'd be like a cat on a hot tin roof. Well, that's exactly what I am at the moment. It's because I've got to spend money, you see, on the tight ass. My son says, Dad, you're that tight, you squeak as you walk. But bloody cheeky devil, he's just like, well, he's worse than I am. I say, oh Logan, go and get me a drink from my little tea bar at the football. I ain't really, yeah, come back with his. I said, where's mine? I say, you didn't give me any money. Kids say these days. So, yeah, with a little bit of luck, I'm in and out of the, well, I get collected quite quick out of Lutterworth. With a little bit of luck. Sometimes you can go there, you can be waiting a good hour or two. The last time I went there, I think I only waited about 30 minutes. Yeah, I think it was about 30 minutes last time I went, and that was about this time of day. I think mornings are always their busiest sort of time, you see. And they only kept me waiting 30 minutes. They sent me straight through from security. But yeah, they kept me waiting down at the bay though, mucking about, moving pallets around. But yeah, 30 minutes is very, very good. Very good. So hopefully it will be the same tomorrow. Well, same now, tomorrow. With a little bit of luck, hopefully. But they're pretty good there, to be honest with you. I do like going there. I've been there loads of times. I used to like going to the other place where you collected from, up near Ashbourne. That was quite a nice place, that was. Quite a nice drive up to it as well. But Magna Park's alright, I quite like Magna Park. I can never, remember the way to it. I have to use the old sat nav. It always confuses me. I always think, oh, I'll go straight on this island, then you don't, you turn right at all. Yeah, well, I have to turn right here, but you don't, you have to go straight on and turn left. Let's see if I can get it right, eh? That'll be a tester. So anyway, right, that'll do for this video. I hope I've not bored you enough. It'd be nice to try and get a couple of subscribers. I've only got a very small number at the moment, so please take pity on me, please hit the like button and subscribe and help this poor peasant out. But no, all in serious, thank you for watching. It is most appreciated, and I hope it's not been too long. I'll try and cut the video down a bit more in the future, but yeah, I just like talking to you all and sharing what I've got to share, and hopefully it comes across as quite joyful and a little bit funny. If I can make people laugh, even if it is at my own expense, I'm quite happy to oblige. Anyway, from me here on a very cloudy, grim day in Lutterworth, it's ta-ra for now.